Hello, welcome. My name is Alison. I'm a teacher here at Sangha Studio. If you're tuning in, chances are you're familiar with Sangha Studio, so I might know you already. And if not, welcome to today's flow and thank you for pressing play. Today's flow is going to be a Vinyasa Flow, so we'll link our breath with our movement. And it's going to be pretty energizing, fluid. So we'll be really moving at a nice pace, moving from one posture to the next, linking the breath, feeling good, and it's meant to energize and have fun. So we'll start today, maybe drawing the palms to prayer. So kind of just settling into the breath. So this is a nice area to tune into the body. Feel the breath as it moves the ribs in all directions, the sternum up towards the palms, and the backs of the ribs expanding. Okay, so we'll move this into our Unshakable Faith Mudra. So fingers cross, elbows wide, thumbs up. What a great mudra for now. Interconnectivity, finding unity, to have that unshakable faith. We do it together and we draw that right to our heart center. And we'll begin our flow by breathing in, kind of opening that up. And then as we exhale, we'll flip the palms round through the back, extend. Inhale, lift the palms all the way up through to the ceiling, nice big stretch. Nice, and exhale, draw down towards center. Nice, we'll take that to a flow. So breath and movement, inhale in, exhale round. Inhale to lift, exhale through center. One more time, inhale, we breathe. Exhale, flip the palms, round through the spine. Inhale to take the arch, lifting up nice and straight. And then exhale, release down through center, rolling over our shins right into cat-cows. So begin linking your breath with movement. You can take swivels of the hips if you want, but I'll be guiding us with the cat-cows so that we inhale, arch up, and exhale to round. Inhale, arching up. Exhale, round. One more time, arch up. Gaze goes high. Exhale, round through the back, and then nice neutral spine. We'll curl the toes under, lift the knees, lift the hips, press back down dog. Beautiful, so kind of pedaling out through the feet. You might be warming up. I like to kind of like paw my hands out like a cat when I knee, like kneading, kind of finding the good position for me, and then I'm pressing through the palms, engaging through the tips of the fingers, slight bend to the knees to lift up through the hips. And then as I extend my heels down towards the mat. Depending on your Achilles, they may reach, they may not, and I find a nice steadiness. As we inhale, we'll sweep the right leg high, so breathe in for a 3-limb down dog. And as we exhale, bend the right knee, stack the hip opening wide, stretching through the front of the quad. The right knee kind of drops back behind you. Inhale through center, extend the right leg behind. Now, option to lower your toes down to your down dog position, or you can keep the right leg lifted and glide into your high plank. Woo! Exhale, press back. Nice, you're either gliding from your high plank to your down dog, or with your high plank lifted all the way back to the 3-limb down dog. Nice, we glide forward, press back. Nice, as we glide forward, if your leg was lifted, lower it down, and then pedal out through the hips, evening the weight, and we'll exhale, release all the way down to the mat. Inhale, uncurl the toes, lift your chest, cobra. Exhale, forehead down. Inhale, arch up, cobra. Exhale, release. Lifting up cobra. Breathe here. Can you begin hovering your hands? Notice if your shoulders dropped forward a little bit. So try to engage through the back to lift up through the chest and engage through the core. Can you begin hovering your toes up off the mat? So engage through the backs of the thighs, the glutes. Extend the fingertips out wide if you like, kind of lifting up here. Big stretch, and then exhale, release it all down. Press back, child's pose. So hips towards heels, chest drops over the thighs. You can have your knees together if you like. That really helps release through the lower back. Or knees can come wide to stretch through the hips. We'll inhale, curl the toes under, lift up, down dog. Left leg sweeps high on the inhale. So holding here, the hips square. We feel that stretch in the back of the right calf, the back of the hamstring. Option to begin opening this up, so you can stack the left hip up over the right. So you see my leg is lifting, and then I bend through the left knee, and that gives a nice stretch through the front of the leg, through the quad. Option to roll your ankles. Inhale, square through center. Keep the leg lifted or lower the toes down. Glide into your high plank. Press back. Glide forward. Press back. Glide forward. If your leg was lifted, we'll lower the toes down. High plank. Exhale, release to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift of cobra. Release down. Inhale, lift. This time as you hover those hands up, can you kind of sweep them back by your sides and then lift up through the pinkies, lifting up through the chest. Maybe you begin hovering those toes up too. Breathe. Exhale, release down. Nice, press back, child's pose. Maybe trying a different child's pose this time if your knees were together. You can begin drawing them wide. Letting the air fall out of the lungs. We'll inhale, curl the toes under, lift up, down dog. Inhale, rise up the tiptoes, exhale, heels towards the mat. Inhale, rise up tiptoes, exhale the heels over towards the right. So we're moving to the outer edge of the right foot, kind of getting comfortable, pressing our weight on that side, and then lifting the hip up back behind us as we press into the palms. Nice, we'll roll up through the toes, taking it to the left. So the outer edge of the left foot goes into the mat. The right foot can kind of stack on top or be in front. Nice, we'll come through the center. Inhale, sweep that right leg high. We'll glide through high plank, hug the right knee towards the right elbow. Nice, a leg sway, press it all the way back. Inhale, hug the knee towards the chest. Press back. Right knee cross the body, left elbow. Press back. Inhale, step forward. Rise up, crescent. So we'll breathe as we lift all the way up. And an exhale to settle. Nice, kind of holding here for a moment, checking your stance. You can release through the back knee if you want, a nice lunge through the front leg. Also option to begin lifting through that back thigh. Our fingertips sweep up towards the ceiling. As we exhale, we'll sweep them all the way down by the sides. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, flow. Inhale, rise, having some nice fluid movements, having fun. Exhale, flow. One more time, we'll lift up. Hold here, or option to take a gentle back bend back. I like to cross my fingers and then allow my head to rest into the palms of my hands and have the thumbs kind of come down the back of the neck for support. Nice. We'll inhale, lift up through center. As you exhale, let's find that mudra from before. So we find that unshakable faith. We'll inhale in, exhale, take the hand position, round out forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. One more time, we'll breathe in. This time as we send the air out and round, can you use your hands and your weight to lift yourself up to your warrior three? Go ahead, release your hands. Hands can be up or all the way back behind you, like before with the pinkies reached up, or palms right to prayer is really good for steadiness. We'll breathe in and then step the toes back, reach up crescent. Great, inhale in, exhale, sweep the hands down by the sides. Step into our high plank, exhale, drop the knees. Chaturanga push-up. So shoulders drop and see if you can line them up with the elbows. Inhale, lift. We still want a little bit of a broaden through the front of the chest as we go up and down. Option to challenge yourself, have your knees lifted. Nice. We'll lift up. From here, just kind of gently allow the hips to drop forward, uncurl the toes, and we're in our up dog. Nice. So we press through the toes, kind of hugging the thighs in a little bit, and then lifting up and engaging through the core to protect the lower back. Breathe in. Exhale, down dog. Nice. Letting out any breath that you were holding, maybe a nice deep sigh. We'll sweep the left leg high. Breathe in. Leg sway on the left side. So glide forward, left knee, left elbow. Exhale, press back. Inhale, hug the knee to the chest. Press back. Left knee, right elbow. Press back. And then we step the left foot forward. Find your stance. So we're moving to crescent, so you're on the ball mound of the back of the foot. And we sweep our hands all the way up. I like to kind of lift up. Then exhale, you can sink all the way down and then kind of lift up a little bit so you're engaged and you have this nice balance between kind of lifting and sinking. We'll inhale in and then exhale, sweep the arms by the sides. Always option to stay in steadiness and just hold the posture. Having fun, kind of flowing through the arms. Nice, we'll lift up and take it to the back bend. If you want, you can always keep your fingertips straight. I actually like to hug my arms in towards my ears. I feel like it protects the lower back a little bit if I lean back, and I think of just like a little lean, a mini back bend. Inhale through center. We'll exhale those hands right through into our mudra. Maybe kind of thanking yourself for showing up today. It's okay if you're out of breath, feel free to pause, grab some water. We'll breathe in and then exhale around through the back, press forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, draw through to center. We'll breathe in. As we exhale, we shift our whole weight forward, lunge into the back leg. You can release your grip now if you want, and see if you can hinge forward. You can drag that foot up. Maybe you just come to here, that's fine. That's good, working on your gaze point. Or perhaps you begin hinging into more of a T position. So wherever you are, you're working your balance and you're being successful. Nice, we step our toes back, reach up, and then exhale, hands down. We'll step to our high plank, inhale in. As we exhale, release down to the mat or to your chaturanga. Inhale through cobra or all the way to the up dog. And exhale, press back, down dog. Nice, kind of pedaling out through the feet. Nice steadiness. As we bend the knees, we'll look at the toes and then shift the gaze towards the front of the mat. Follow the gaze. So you can take a couple walks or a step or a hop. We'll lift halfway up and then exhale, we'll fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. So palm to the shin. We're moving towards an L-shaped position. So reaching out through the sides of the ribs. And what I meant by that was trying to lengthen from this hip towards the shoulder. So moving your crown of the head forward and having a nice stretch on the side body. Exhale, fold. We'll take that again. Lifting up, release, head heavy. Maybe shake your head yes or no. And then with nice flat back, arms can spread all the way out towards through T. We'll rise all the way up through to standing. And then exhale, hands through to prayer. Inhale, sweep our arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, a nice bend of the knees to plant the hands firmly so you feel steady. And then from there, step into the high plank. Use your breath. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. We'll sweep our right leg all the way nice and high. And we'll bend the knees, stack the hip. And from here, we can see if we can lift up on those back toes. And if it feels okay, you can begin rolling towards the outer edge of that foot, like we did before with the leg lifted. Then you can begin pouring your weight towards the left hand. We'll step the right toes back behind us. The toes, left toes towards the mat, we'll lift up towards the ceiling. Then you can drop them down towards the floor to reach up for your wild thing. Beautiful. We'll roll all the way back through center, kind of fancy footwork here. And then take it to the other side. Left leg sweeps high, bending the knee. And as we drop those toes back behind us, we can kind of look towards that foot to find the steadiness and rotate through the bottom leg. So we'll come back through center and find our breath. Small bend to the knees, look at the toes, shift the gaze, and we'll move towards the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Flat back all the way up through to standing. Exhale, hands through to prayer. We'll move through a little bit of a balance sequence. So pouring the weight into the left foot, can you begin reaching up, and we'll reach towards that right knee. So option to stay here, holding at the knee. If you want, you can kind of begin bending your chest forward towards your thigh. See if you can do that. If you have that, maybe you can kind of reach down for that big toe. And then you can bend through the left leg, extending up, we reach up, and then begin kicking the foot out in front of us. So you can hold here, or come right back to the knee. I'll demo with the bent knee today. Here we'll see if we can open it up towards the side. So we open it up with our breath out towards the right. Gaze can go over the left shoulder. Or just find any place that makes you feel nice and steady. It's okay to drop your foot down for balance. You might be at home near a wall. What a great way to practice balance by kind of grabbing at your kitchen table. What else you need? We'll come back through center. Kick the right leg out, holding it towards L. We'll see if we can kick it all the way back into that warrior 3 position. Beautiful. So dropping with control, and we'll have some fun. Seeing if you can kind of swing forward and back. So maybe you draw your hands in by your sides, moving them with the flow. One more time. It can be big or small movements. Mine are a little bit small today. Nice, we'll hold towards steady. Step down. Great job. You might notice that left leg's a little tight. You might have been gripping a bunch with your toes. Give it a little bit of a shake. And you can always work on kind of gripping a little less with the toes as you develop your flexibility, as you develop your comfort with balance, which comfort comes through repetition. So feel free to just practice it again and again. We'll pour our weight to the right leg, lift up through the left knee, and we'll hold here, finding a nice gaze point or dristi. That's called a gaze point. So kind of finding that focus. Option to stay here, or you can begin hinging forward, reaching for the toes, and then extending forward. Your leg might be bent. That's okay. You can also work towards extension of the spine and the leg. Nice. We'll begin opening it up all the way towards the side. Ooh, test that balance. Gaze can shift. If you can play around with your gaze, that's a great way to test your balance too, moving your gaze point to different areas around the room. Come through center. Extend, release. See if you can keep that leg lifted. Nice strength there. We'll drop and hinge forward. Warrior 3. And then coming up and down. Option to swing your arms with it. If you're challenged with a lot of the balance, I always find palms to prayer. Centering, it's really centering for me both emotionally and physically in the balances. Nice. We'll take that one more time. Maybe take it nice and big. Sweep it all the way back. And then we'll come through standing position. Beautiful. We'll inhale in. And as we exhale, sink down chair. Breathe in here. Exhale, twist towards the right. Gaze can go up over the elbow. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, sink down chair. As we do that, can you hug everything together? See if you can lift up on your toes. Ooh, and can you begin dropping those fingertips, body, chest parallel to the ground, and then we'll sweep our hands all the way back behind us. Remembering those postures from before with the pinkies lifted, and have some fun. Drop the heels down, inhale, lift up. Chair, exhale, sweeping it down. Kind of moving with your body, waking up, energizing. Inhaling and exhaling with the breath. And then go ahead, have some fun. We'll lift up, we'll move it right towards our flow, our vinyasa path. So flow it down, lift halfway up, and then move through the vinyasa. Bend the knees, plant the hands, hop, step, move through your chaturanga, your up dog, your down dog. Great job. Breathe here. Right leg will sweep nice and high. We'll take a leg sway, right knee, right elbow. Exhale, step it back. Inhale, step forward. Rise up, crescent. One arm sweep down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, palms through to prayer. We'll breathe in. Find your steady gaze. Gentle lift up for the warrior 3. Step the toes back, fingertips lift, and then exhale, warrior 2. So back foot's flat, arms nice and wide. And you kind of lift up and then sink down. Maybe you want to deepen the lunge, knee over ankle. We have a nice movement up towards the ceiling, and then a nice grounding through the feet and energy that also moves down towards the mat. Flip the palm, and then exhale. We'll reverse here. So finding our reverse warrior, left hand can come down by the side. I like to sometimes extend it out so that I know that I'm not dumping into the lower back and that I'm using myself to lift up. We'll inhale up, warrior 2. Then exhale, side angle, where the right forearm can gently rest on the lower leg as a left fingertip sweep. So you can kind of like hover it up so you're using your strength to hold the chest. Great, we lift down. Inhale up, warrior 2. Then we'll square through, hips in, toes out, knees wide, goddess. Nice, so nice fun one to come at home. It's energizing, it's empowering. Arms to L. Stay here or play around with it, having some fun. Can you lift your right heel, lower it down, left heel, lower it down. Lift both heels, down, both, down, both, down. Great, we'll lift up, then exhale, sink the hands down, extend through the legs. Forward fold, so wide leg forward fold, and we'll pulse this, having fun. So we'll move back towards the goddess. So inhale, heels in, deep, deep squat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up, opening our forearms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold, hold here, and then lunge into that back left leg. You can use your hands out in front of you for steadiness. We'll walk the hands, lunge into the front. So having some fun sinking back, walking the hands, sink into the back foot. And then we'll turn the right toes up, forward as we walk. We'll plant the right hand, sweep the left fingertip high, finding our grounded side angle. Any props at home you like for practice, blocks, books, are just really wonderful to add in. Nice, we'll lower the left fingertips down, square up through the back foot like our crescent lunge. The right hand comes back over to the outside of the right foot. Step into your high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, cobra, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Great job. So that's our flow for today. Left leg sweeps high, taking it to the other side. Now that we know what we're doing, we can have even more fun. Left leg, left elbow. Exhale, press back. Can't remember if I did all three knee to chest on the other side, so we'll do them all on this side. Anyways, left knee, right elbow. Press back. Step the foot forward. Rise up, crescent. Inhale in. Exhale, arms by the sides. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, palms to prayer. Gaze forward, lunging up. Maybe you drag that foot to help your balance. Steady in. Exhale, step back. Crescent lunge, breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. Nice, we flip the palm and then lunge back. This is your second time doing the video. You could extend through the front leg and then instead of going to side angle, go to pyramid. Nice, we'll rise up, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale up. Square through the hips, toes forward. We'll draw the heels in, find the goddess. Breathe in and we'll extend the fingertips up, sweep the fingertips out to T, and we'll clasp our hands behind our back. So palms are pressed, fist moves down towards the mat. Nice, kind of stretching there. The gaze can go up towards the ceiling. And as we exhale, we'll extend up, lifting up through the legs, extending through the bent knees so your legs become straight. We'll exhale, fold, and our pelvis is folding like if it was like a bowl and it's with water, we're pouring all the water out, and the fist, our fist can move up towards the ceiling. Nice breathing here. Option to keep the hands clasped, or it might be nice to release the clasp, drawing your hands down towards either edge of the feet. And then you can bend here if you like and see if you can draw the crown of the head so that it's facing the floor. Nice. If your hands were clasped, we'll all release them down. Begin walking your hands back towards that back foot, and we'll find the lunge in the back right foot. So having fun with this, you can walk the hands, option to hold hands towards prayer too, kind of testing our balance movement. You can also take twists, kind of twisting open, allowing like when you twist towards the back right foot, the left hand to drop down and having that twist through the navel. Whatever is working for you today. And as we move towards the front, we walk the hands so we have steadiness to move the foot, plant the left hand and the right fingertips sweep up for our grounded side angle. If you've done this video before and you want to work towards a half moon, you can do that just by crawling your right hand 1 foot forward, planting the left, and then lifting up, and we take that stack of the right hip up over the left and then extend through the arm. So kind of holding whichever posture you're at. We release back down. So rolling through center, left hand to the left side of the foot, high plank, low plank, cobra, up dog, down dog. Nice. We'll drop the knee, sink the hips, find a child's pose for a round of breath. Noticing any flush of heat from the flow. Maybe allowing the back of the tailbone to move towards the heels. Beautiful. Shifting our gaze forward, we're going to roll up over our knees and move towards pigeon on the right. So the right knee will move towards the right wrist. Extend the left toes back behind you. I'm going to hold upright or begin releasing down. Option to prop yourself up with pillows, books under this outer right hip. That can take a lot. If there's like a lot of weight on that lower right ankle, that can allow some weight to drop into the hip and be supported. You also have the option to put props up under the forehead. And we're looking for a squaring through the hips. So the right hip is moving back towards the back of the mat as the left hip moves towards the front of the mat. So you can stay here. If you'd like to take a fun transition, kind of lift up if you were grounded. We curl the back toes under. We're going to lift up and take this right leg and glide it out 45 degrees. And then roll to the inside of the back left foot and sweep the left fingertips up towards the sky. Nice. This is our L-shaped grounded warrior or fallen warrior or star, whatever you want to call it. Nice, and a really fun transition if you'd like. Left fingertips down, can you step that right toe back and move it right over to the wild thing by playing with that fancy footwork and lifting up. Nice, we'll come all the way back through the center. If you were in your pigeon, come join us by lifting up, pedaling out through the feet, and we'll take the pigeon to the other side. So left knee towards the left wrist, right toes glide back behind you. Once again, option to stay upright or begin dropping forward, dropping your chest down towards the mat. There's a tendency in pigeon to roll all the way, say like out towards the left, which is fine, but really with the posture, what we're looking for is to have it kind of squared up so we can feel that stretch in the outer left hip and have that engagement as we're moving forward. So with all of our postures, there's both contraction and expansion. So we have a little bit of contraction with our muscles. We want them to be strong to support us, even as we stretch them out. So once again, option to stay here or curl the back right toes under. You lift up, so you press through nice and strong and straight through the arms. Lift up through that back leg, so the back leg is firm and strong. And we almost like push up, lift this leg, and then glide it back, rolling to the outer edge of that foot, the left foot, and then the inner edge of the back right foot. We lift up. Nice strong posture. Roll the right fingertips down. Roll over the toes to the outer edge of the right foot. Pop it back. If you really want to have fun, you can go back and forth through that a bunch of times. Nice. We'll come all the way through center. If you are in your pigeon, come join us by lifting up, kind of pedaling out through the feet, and we'll walk our feet all the way through. Nice. We find our Badukanasana. So soles of the feet together, knees wide. I like to reach towards my ankles in Badukanasana and then practice at first lengthening through the spine. So engaging the abdomen, the core up and in, or our Uddiyana Bandha, our abdominal lock, so that there's engagement there. And then you lift through the crown and draw the shoulders down away from the ears. And when I say that, we're thinking of more of like a broadening through the chest or creating space around the neck. Option to close your eyes. You can begin taking it into a hinge by hinging through the torso, through the hips, keeping that lower back straight or the lumbar spine straight. We hinge forward, holding here, and then when you're ready, you can begin rolling through, taking that cat position. So this internal posture, allowing the forehead to drop. Great posture to tune back in to our breath. We'll inhale, lift up, hug the knees in, and then extend through the legs. Our L-shaped position or staff pose. Then an option to take it into our forward fold, walking our fingertips forward. Maybe you reach towards the ankles, the outer edges of the feet, or the big toes. And thinking of that same movement. So nice straight spine as we hinge forward and through the lumbar spine. And as you kind of feel that you're at where it feels good for your hinge, then you can begin